If you like heat, it's returning, but not tonight. Let's toss it over to Robert Hahn with a look at what you can expect in the coming hours. Robert?
In the coming hours, we can expect to see a little bit of sunshine, some welcome sunshine here in the Fargo-Moorhead area, and that may make temperatures rise a few degrees before going the other direction after sunset at around 9:20 this evening. Temperature-wise here in Fargo, 68 degrees, 66 in Gwinner and Valley City, 70s where we've seen some sunshine. The warm spot 75 up in Grand Forks. Winds, they're relatively light out there and variable, and we'll see those winds become calm in many locations tonight. And with some residual moisture around and clearing skies, we have a risk for some fog developing over parts of the region. Some of that could be locally dense. A little bit of cloud cover remaining out there. These clouds go away as we head through the next 3 or 4 hours. Underneath what clouds we do have, no precipitation showing up, but could see a few light sprinkles or a little bit of drizzle in our far eastern counties before that ends later on this evening. Some heat on the way, some storm chances on the way. The weekend is here. We'll detail all of that coming up in just a few minutes.
Some real heat.
Oh, big time.
All right, thanks, Robert.
You got it.
Still without power. Violent storms Tuesday night ripped down transformers and power poles in Hillsboro, North Dakota. Some people were in the dark for around 2 days. Crews have been working around the clock to get power back. In most of the town, power was restored after a few hours, but for some, they're expecting to finally turn the lights back on this hour.
We probably had 800, 900 customers that are out of power. As of last night, about 10 o'clock, we've got between 50 and 60 yet.
The city declared a state of emergency this morning to access its emergency fund to pay contractors who are working on the power poles.
More and more people are getting power back on in the Detroit Lakes area. Wild Rice Electric Co-op tells Valley News Live that they're making a lot of progress, in part to getting help from other electric co-ops. The biggest obstacle continues to be snapped power poles and damage to lines from all the downed trees and branches. They're hoping to have power fully restored by the end of today.
An 8-year-old boy from Page, North Dakota has died after a car crash in Steele County. The North Dakota Highway Patrol confirms that Brayden Dahl passed away yesterday. The crash happened just after 7 Tuesday morning on Steele County Road 1 near Galesburg. Troopers say that a pickup driven by Ryan Ust failed to yield at an intersection and hit the passenger side of the car Brayden was in. He was taken by helicopter to Sanford Health in Fargo, but died from his injuries. The crash is still under investigation. Troopers tell Valley News Live the case will be forwarded to the state's attorney's office for consideration of possible charges against Ust.
A North Dakota man was killed in a 3-vehicle crash in Oklahoma. 75-year-old Burt Hilbert of Jamestown died at the scene of the crash. Investigators there say that Hilbert was stopped behind a semi in his Harley-Davidson trike when a pickup failed to stop and hit his bike, pushing it into the back of the semi. That crash shut down the highway for more than 7 hours.
Charges are pending against this man, Curtis Silvernail, after he was arrested in connection with multiple stolen vehicle thefts. Early this morning, there was a report of a vehicle taken in Wilkin County, Minnesota. It was found a short time later, but 3 vehicles and an ATV disappeared from various farmsteads. Silvernail was spotted taking the ATV from a farmstead south of Rothsay.
You don't have to be a botanist to take in the pleasant sight of a well-put-together garden. And to show off some of Fargo and West Fargo's more remarkable yard projects, a local organization put together this year's garden tour fundraiser. The money raised from the tour will go toward funding local women's and children's education programs. Gardeners are hoping that the event will help build up the city's gardening community. This event continues throughout the night until 7:30 and will cover 7 gardens in the area.
Vendors setting up in downtown Fargo, no doubt, are hoping for clear skies this weekend. The 42nd Downtown Fargo Street Fair kicked off today and runs through Saturday. This year, 50 new vendors are set up, along with 200 others showcasing jewelry, pottery, and much more. The street fair closes tonight at 9 p.m. and then reopens both Friday and Saturday at 10 in the morning.
Just as health officials were about to announce that the measles outbreak in Minnesota was over, another person has been diagnosed. It's the 79th measles case reported in the state, this time in an unvaccinated adult in Hennepin County. Health officials say the man was likely exposed to measles at locations frequented by the last identified case. And he visited many public locations in Carver, Hennepin, and Ramsey counties while he was infectious. Officials say that you are still urged to make sure that your measles vaccinations are up to date.
Cities in the Northern Valley are going after mosquitoes, weather permitting. Grand Forks and East Grand Forks plan to ground spray for mosquitoes tonight between 9 p.m. and 1 a.m. Their trucks are identified and have flashing yellow lights. Meanwhile, Cass County Vector Control is making sure residents are fully informed on when mosquito spraying is going to be hitting their neighborhoods. You can sign up for e-notifications on treatments and notices on when there will be truck and aerial spraying. We have a link to the sign-up page posted on our website, valleynewslive.com.
A disabled veteran is being told he has to find a new home. Later on Valley News Live at 6, find out why he says that's easier said than done.
Clouds on the way out. One more cool night before the summer-like heat returns across the valley. Along with that, a chance for a few storms. Your forecast details coming up.